Hey guys, we got news on Global that we're getting the Scorn of Demon Chimera Extreme Trial, as well as Neovision's Lasswell on this Thursday. So I figured why not preview both Lasswell and the trial in the same video. I got Lasswell off banner, kind of recently, so let's give him a try. Fair warning, he has been giving me problems to do the Demon Chimera. I've been trying to build this team for him. I originally had like Rod in Peril and all that on the team. Unfortunately, it's not working out. The Demon Chimera debuffs your accuracy, and you need a way to remove that. So I had to drop Realm to bring in Siaka to cure debuffs, and you can't dispel your team, really, because Lasswell's imbue is very limited. And because it's so limited, I had to bring a source of external imbue because he can't really imbue himself for more than a few turns. It's goofy. So I had to bring Nicole, and then we need a tank, so we needed Phasey. We needed a physical tank. We needed Charlotte. So we just can't fit Realm on this team. Now on Global, maybe we could figure out a way to do it, but because of the accuracy debuff and the fact that Lasswell needs external imbue, I had to drop Realm. So the damage is not going to be great. But we're going to do the best we can, and we're going to see how it goes. So we're going to use the team. Charlotte is Passive Provoke, Evasion, Death Immunity. She's got Nethicite to help out, and she's going to be the physical cover. We've got Nicole, who is primarily here, honestly, just mostly to imbue Lasswell, because he can't imbue himself after 12 turns. We gave him Toxic Rain and Nethicite to help out with the fight as well. Shoreline Fina and Daisy are going to be our magical tank. They've got lots of water and wind resist. A little low on the wind. We're going to, just hope for the best here, but that's what we've got. And then Shift Form, same thing. We've got some stuff, a little bit less resist, but more bulk. And then Siaka is primarily because we needed a way to cure the accuracy debuff. If you're using real mages like Faisal or something, the accuracy debuff is irrelevant. If you're using Lasswell, who's a wannabe mage, it does matter because he uses physical typed attacks. We need to get rid of that accuracy. So we're bringing her. And then Lasswell. Base form, we're not really going to use it, so whatever. Shift form, I geared him the best I could. I'm going to give him a fair shot. This is the best I could gear him. So we've got 4,600 magic. We've got 125 beast killer and 200 demon killer. So we've got the the Dark Vision's rod. We've got Veronica's hat. We've got Eris's robe. We've got the double hand pendant. We've got the doll. We've got Croa's TMR, so we can equip rods because it's way better than using a garbage katana. And we've got lots of killers equipped. We've got Beast and Demon Killer, and then the Saul card. And then Stupix built me one as well, pretty similar base form, just using the Warrior of Light TMR. And then Shift form is almost the same thing. He's got 100 Beast Killer and 225 Demon Killer. So the same killers, it averages out to about the same. So let's give this a go. So I had my team planned out, and then I hit turn 5. I'm like, oh, I'm debuffed with accuracy, and the whole team idea fell apart. So we're going to try it the best we can with what we have. So Charlotte will cover physical. Shoreline Fina and Daisy will provoke and use mitigation. Let's see. Nicole is going to use his imbue on turn 1. We're going to save the Magnus imbues for later on Lasswell. So we're going to shift Lasswell. We're going to shift the other Lasswell. We're gonna hope that he does okay. Now we were supposed to have Rod in Peril on this turn, but we just had to have a way to get rid of that stupid accuracy debuff. So we're going to imperil the boss to ice, and then chain. We are imbued with ice currently. So we're going to imperil magic buff and then chain. Let's see what kind of damage we deal here. We did less than 1%. Okay, not a problem. Let's keep going. Yeah, the damage is not really going to get much better either. Okay. Well, I'm not hopeful on Lasswell's prospects right now. But let's keep going for the moment. Let's chain 4 times. Let's chain 4 times. I guess we can. You know what? Let's go ahead and do. We need mitigation for our tank. We're not removing the field, so we kind of have to do this. We're gonna shift Phasey and guard. This is basically the same way I did it with my other clear with Physalis. We'll go ahead and use Siaka's LB here. We'll entrust over to Siaka so it's ready again for the debuff turn. Let's go ahead and chain on the boss again. Okay, we did 2% in 2 turns, so around turn 100 or so, we're gonna win. That's not too bad, I guess. Let's keep going. Let's keep going until turn 15, and we'll see what happens. We're gonna do the best we can. So the tank is gonna take a lot of damage when you're not using. Let's go ahead and disease the boss for a little bit more damage. All right, so your tank is gonna take pretty high damage when you're not using field removal. Oh, we did 2% that turn. Look at that. Alright, let's go ahead and chain here. It's turn 3. I need to get Phasey, provoke, and resist mid. So we're going to provoke and mitigation, and then Siaka can just top off the tank. Now, if we did have Rod in Peril, we'd be doing 35% more damage here, so we'd have the boss at about 94%. But, it's not looking good. You know, I'm trying to give Lasswell a fair shot. I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt because he's not getting any global buffs. So he's not getting any global fixes. So we're hoping that maybe he's okay. So we're gonna go ahead and imbue himself with ice. Here's his imbues. He can imbue himself with ice or wind 3 times in the fight. So we're gonna use one of them and then chain a little bit. So we're going to imbue himself with ice. Here we go. Now, it looks like it's a wind imbue. You see the graphic, but I'll show that it's actually an ice imbue. See the very last icon, the little ice icicle? That is his ice imbue. Alright, so it's turn 4. We need to shift Phasey again and guard her, because she's going to be taking a double hit this turn. We're going to go ahead and just refresh cover with her. We'll use LB on Nicole, and then we can just guard Siaka. She was supposed to be Realm, but Realm couldn't come to the party. We had to remove the debuffs. The debuffs happen every 5th turn, the accuracy debuffs, so we're going to see them next round. Alright, wind, unfortunately, is a little painful on... it wasn't so bad, actually. Alright, we need to re-imperil and re-imbue, or rebuff magic, and then go ahead and do some more chains with our Lasswell. The good news is Lasswell's rotation is really easy, at least. There's something nice about him, at least. Alright, his damage, though, is a problem. So we're going to go ahead and provoke with Charlotte. It's turn 5. We're going to just do a resist buff with Phasey for later in the fight. Nicole can do Demon Mitigation and his Unlock. Unfortunately, we're actually not going to have Nicole's enhancements on Global. We got the news, and his enhancements are just not coming. So we're not going to have Nicole's Demon Mitigation for this fight, which will make tanking it without removing the field, like I'm doing, quite a bit more challenging. If your Phasey is not as good as mine, it'll be a problem. So there's the death attacks and the mana drain. Not really a big deal. And there is the accuracy debuff. You see this little black eyeball? That is accuracy. If you try to attack with a physical attack, you will miss. So we need to get rid of that. So we're going to go ahead and use LB on Siaka, which cures all debuffs. On Global, you could use Myra to do the same thing. Myra is a good swap. Turn 6, but now we're just going to go ahead and keep chaining. So we're going to chain. We're still imbued. Lasswell's imbue lasts for 4 turns. We'll go ahead and disease the boss to increase damage a baby amount. It is turn 6. Turn 6 is a physical turn. We're going to go ahead and use Hollowed Charlotte to put up her physical cover again because she's out of mana with her LB. Alright, and Phasey, we're going to cast cover and her provoke mitigation, so we can get ready for next turn. Next turn she's going to be taking some hits. Alright, turn 7. Turn 7, we're going to go ahead and provoke with Charlotte. That way she's ready for the drain coming up later. Yeah, this is the last turn of our imbue with Lasswell, so we'll go ahead and do our chaining. We're gonna have to imbue him with Nicole next turn. Okay. We're at turn 7, and the boss is at 91%. We're working on it. We're gonna go ahead and guard Phasey here, so she survives. We'll go ahead and give her a nice big spirit buff. And I guess we'll just re-raise Phasey, worst case scenario, in case she gets like a double wind attack and dies or something. She shouldn't. She has her resist buff right now. It should be fine. And mine's EX2, so she is very powerful compared to an EX1. You get a big stat boost. Alright, so water attack, not a problem. Yeah, water. We have really good water resist. And there's the wind attack. Hurts a little bit, as you can see, but we're fine. Alright, so turn 8. On my little list of chart, I have start using Nethicite because the boss is below half, but the boss is not below half, so we actually don't need the Nethicite. So we do need to imbue, though, so we're going to go ahead and imbue with Nicole, so we're imbued with ice again, because Lasswell's wore off. We're trying to save Lasswell's imbues as long as possible. It's turn 8. I guess we're going to go ahead and... Now we're not going to do that. We'll just put up physical cover again with Charlotte. We'll go ahead and chain on the boss. And Shoreline Fiend and Daisy on turn 8, we're going to put provoke and resistance mitigation. So provoke. Oh, what am I doing? I'm doing the wrong thing. Provoke, and that is the wrong mitigation. There we go. And then whatever you did, do it again. I don't know. I guess technically I could be using Siaka to remove imperils from Phasey, but that's kind of cheating because you can't really do that on demand with Myra. So we're not going to do that. Alright, so turn 9. We need to rebuff Lasswell's magic and re-imperil the boss. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright, Nicole needs to reapply demon mitigation, so our Phasey survives just fine. There's not much going on here. I guess we'll just LB here, and then entrust with Charlotte. We can LB again. Phasey is going to guard on turn 9. It's a double magic turn, and it might deal a lot of damage. So let's see, we're getting a water attack, not a problem, and then another water attack, totally fine. Yeah, the only problem with this is the wind attacks, but we're good. So turn 10, we're just going to quadruple chain with Lasswell. He is already imbued, he's buffed. Yeah, this is the last turn of the imbue from Nicole. Nicole can disease here for a little bit of bonus damage. Alright, so turn 10, I wanted to do a resist buff with Phasey. And then we'll just go ahead and provoke with her. We can just guard Siaka. She is literally here just to remove that accuracy debuff, because this fight is really, really anti-physical, as well as, I guess, technically hybrid and physical mage types. Like, they just don't want to use anything except, like, Physalis. Or, I guess, Ibarra on global. Let's go ahead and cure debuffs. We're gonna keep going to turn 15. We're gonna just do the best we can. We're gonna do absolute best. Let's go ahead and put a physical cover with Charlotte. That is turn 11. We need to have Lasswell imbue himself, so we're going to use another charge of his Magnus. And another Magnus charge of his personal imbue. because Nicole's imbue, as you see, is on cooldown, so we're kind of like staggering the imbues, so they're always up. Because Nicole can't keep it up full time, and Lasswell only has a very limited amount of imbues he can do. Turn 11, we need to put up cover and provoke mitigation with you. We'll put up a LB with you, so we can have better spirit buff with a barrier and all for Phasey next turn. This is a physical turn, so we're not really worried about that too much. Now, you could use double Mirage as well for the physical attacks, and an evade provoker. It's kind of just up to you. So turn 12, we are imbued from Lasswell's Magnus, so we can just go ahead and quadruple chain. Now, this would be the last turn that Lasswell has a imbue from himself. If we were only using his own imbue, this would be the last turn of it, because it only lasts for 4 turns with 3 uses apiece. So this would be the... At this point, if we weren't using Nicole, Lasswell is now out of gas. He is just done. He can't imbue anymore. Using non-elemental on this boss does absolutely nothing. So Lasswell would be out of the fight if we weren't using Nicole. But we're using Nicole to extend his lifeline a little bit. So we're going to go ahead and provoke with you. We're going to guard Phasey. Nicole, I think it's the time we need to unlock. No, we're good. We'll do this and whatever, and it doesn't really matter what we do with you. Alright, so, okay, here's a wind attack. Please, not a second wind. It doesn't really matter, but she's not going to die. Okay, non-elemental. That was fine. So it's turn 13. We need to rebuff magic and re-imperil the boss. We're going to go ahead and chain with Lasswell a bit. Let's go ahead and do this. Yep, put up the imperil again. Go ahead and chain. Yeah, I guess we'll, I don't know, something. So we'll just entrust an LB. Phasey, turn 13, we need to provoke and do the big mitigation. And Nicole, we need to do some unlocks. We will unlock and refresh demon mitigation. Alright, so turn 14. Turn 14 is the last turn of Lasswell's personal imbue, so we're going to have to re-imbue on turn 15 with Nicole. Alright, turn 14, we're just going to quad chain. We're already imbued, we're already in, and all that. We'll go ahead and put up disease so we can get a little bit more damage in. We're going to keep pretending like it matters because Lasswell's damage is so high. Almost got it to 80. We're looking good. Let's go ahead and guard you. Let's provoke, I guess. I don't know. Doesn't really matter. And I guess that's re-raise on the tank just for the safety. Sayaka really shouldn't even be on this team, honestly. She's kind of dead weight, truth be told. But we just needed someone to get rid of that accuracy debuff. Otherwise, we'd just not be able to hit the boss after turn 5. And we could have, like, Dispel Good our own team, but then we lose our imbues. And our imbues are already a huge headache with Lasswell. So it's turn 15. This is the turn where we're going to use Ice Imbue with Nicole. Because Lasswell's imbue... We're gonna stop the video real soon. We're going the full 15 turns though. All right, so we're imbued for 3 turns, which means we don't have to imbue with Lasswell until turn 18, and then after turn 22, we're just out of imbues. Period. It's turn 15, which is gonna be a drain turn, so we need we'll just provoke, and I don't know, Phasey, just do something. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and stop the video here. So 15 turns, Lasswell was so far off the target. Yeah, I don't know. I geared him pretty well. Like, I certainly wasn't like the absolute best in slot gear or anything, but it was pretty decentish gear, I gotta admit. And I mean, he's got 6,000 magic. It's not like I geared him bad. 6,000 magic, 325 combined killer. We're using Disease, we're using his Imperil, we're using his... He's max change, he's door potted. Now we don't have Rod and Peril because I couldn't fit it. So Rod and Peril, we would have had the boss somewhere around 73% by the turn limit mission. Yeah, obviously I'm not going to sit here and grind on this boss for the next 60 turns and get him on like turn 100. So there's an example of Lasswell in action. I am so disappointed they did not give him any global upgrades. What's going on, Goomy? What's going on? Anyway, so we're going to do a much quicker Demon Chimera clear tomorrow using Ibarra. Anyway, see you guys when it comes. Later.